All right, team. This is Dr. T. Reginald Towns with Coach Ed, and today, without further ado, I have been looking forward to this. And let me say this first: I had to recharge my batteries on my camera, so I'm doing a Zoom, and I hope it works well for you. But pay attention to the material, if you will. Today, give or take a few days. Uh, Day, in my opinion, starts 90 days of the Coach Ed 90-day countdown to get ready to go to college. In some instances, today being Sunday, a lot of people may have used Saturday or Sunday to deliver their new um, high school graduate who is now a college student, and they may have used today or Sunday to do that. But my charge today is a couple of things. Is to welcome you to this to me. It's an exciting time. Your child has probably already graduated or will graduate in June. I know May and June are really hot times for graduations all over the country. I know where I am here in North Carolina, those are the 2 months that uh, it's really jumping. A lot of celebrations are posted on Facebook or other forms of social media, just showing how proud parents are and how happy students are that they made it. They made 12 long years of being educated, and it's paying off for a lot of students. It's paying off by them going to a tech school. It's paying off by them going into the military, or it's paying off by them going to a four-year institution. My charge, my hope, my prayer is that they go prepared, and that you also, as parents, you also go prepared. So I'm going to give you 5 things to do this month. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. This week. So I will come to you every week for the next 4 weeks, giving you, in my opinion, maybe some very valuable information. And I only hope you take heed of what I'm telling you. I think the worst thing and embarrassing thing as a parent is to go to university and not be informed, not be prepared. It creates a lot of frustration on both ends, the university's end and the parents' end, certainly. And then the kid is stuck in the middle, like, I thought we were prepared. So today, I'm going to title this Start Strong: 5 Things You Must Do This Week, underscore must. So, and here again, this is for parents and students. I really hope anybody who's seeing this, if you know of anybody that has a graduating senior, send them this video. And it's, like I said, it's for parents and students. So I welcome you to day one of this 90-day journey to college, because that's where we're going to end up being, but not just college, but college success. So this week, I want you to do 2 things. If you haven't already, sit down with your child, your high school graduate, your soon to be college student, and have an honest conversation about college goals. What are their goals? My father would often question me, and very it wasn't very often he would give me answers to some questions, but because he wanted me to think, he wanted me to use my critical thinking skills to think about what I wanted to do, what I wanted it to be like. I had a dual role. I was a student first and an athlete second. So I had, the expectations on 2 fronts, and sometimes I navigated very well, sometimes I didn't. But for you, I'm asking you to sit down at some point. I say this week, sit down, go out for ice cream, go for a burger, or whatever. Just you and the child is going to go to college. The two of you, one of you, whatever the number is, whoever the parent or parents are to this particular student, ask this very honest question. What are your goals for college? And let it stew there for a little while. Let them think about it and let them speak. And I kind of avoid in your mind be like, well, you don't have a clue, or that doesn't make sense, or we need some help. We need to think about this. Because if you were ever going to think about it, is right now. Don't wait until August on the way to the college with a van or truck or a car full of clothes and stuff for the dorm room. But the time is now. The second one, and I keep saying, do this together. Go to the university that you have chosen and go to the school's calendar. There you will find a wealth of information. What you will find was there will be very few people who's going to tell you do this, because a transition from high school to college is real short. At one point, you were told almost everything to do, what time to do it. In college, a little different. It was a lot different. You are now a young adult and you are expected to act like one in the ways of knowing where to be, when to be there, and for what reason. So together, go to the website, locate the school's academic calendar. Let me tell you what you're going to find on the academic calendar. You're going to find, for one, when the classes start. And by then, I guarantee you between now and the next 90 days, you're going to get an email from an academic advisor, a success coach is going to either direct you, instruct you, guide you in creating your schedule. Some schools do that. Where I was as an academic advisor, we did the schedules for the students for some. Um, but if there was, and we were quickly moving into where they would do it their own to build that critical um, thinking skills and to give them a sense of independence. But to be honest with you, I enjoyed sitting down with the student and really getting into their heads to find out. Um, so, what's your major? That's the initial question. What's your major? And then I will hand them what we call the plan of study. In the plan of study, it is every single course you will need to take and pass with at least a C in order to graduate with that degree. That way, they clearly understand what's expected. Uh, it's funny. I had a lot of students that wanted to be personal trainers, and they thought that exercise science was a good a good route, and it is. But what they didn't know, and I say jokingly, but it's a lot of truth to it in a way. I was probably only a few courses away from going to med school because of my physical education degree, where I had to take uh, geology, I had to take exercise science, I had to take physiology. I enjoyed those courses because I took that information and that knowledge and compared it or connected it with my athletic career. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. People, they make jokes about coaches and physical education majors. Oh, y'all just learning underwater basket weaving. But when I'm showing my transcript and you got zoology, physiology, biology, chemistry, that's a long ways from underwater basket weaving. So make sure you understand what's on that calendar, such dates as when the classes start, when they stop, when there may be a wellness day, exam times, midterm. Those are things you're looking for. Yeah, you're going to have some other things along with it, maybe like convocation, graduations. Those will be you'll also see those on the calendar also. But go to the website, take a look of the school's academic calendar. Number three is a biggie. Gather or start gathering all important documents. You may need, just in case, an ID. You will need transcripts and you will need copies of immunizations. Uh, there are some such as insurance. Insurance is part of tuition, and some you can opt out if you are still in your parents' insurance. If you opt out, you need to show still. There may be some on the application. You need to show proof of immunizations of certain things, like COVID. COVID was the last time we paid a lot of attention to that if we weren't remote. So you would need an ID just to show who you are, and then an official transcript from your high school or an official transcript from your tech school, and then immunizations. The fourth one is talk about money. I think that's the hidden truth that's the taboo. The parents to reveal, where they are financially in order to make this happen. Has the financial aid paperwork been sent in to the FAFSA? Those are the things, because those you've already done it. Your income taxes are part of that FAFSA information. So sit down and talk about money. And be honest. If your child needs to get a job, say that. We need your help in making this thing happen for you, and get them to clearly understand this is you. This is for your future. This is for your career, and we may need you to get a part-time job just to get the essentials that go out, have a little fun, or to help with tuition. Um, Talk about scholarships. If you follow me on my YouTube channel of Coach Ed, I'm giving scholarship information. I hope you are doing it. If you're not doing it, start doing it. Let's get on that and make that a thing to do this week. And then the last thing, parents, it's time to register for school parental portal. You should get information, and you should have it. You could have it already. That the school will send to you through the parent portal, welcome you, your child, welcome you as part of their family. Guys, get involved, be involved. Don't be a helicopter parent where you're calling, you're on campus every day. One, that's embarrassing to the student. Two, you got to trust, and you've had 18 years to train the student, this particular your kid for this day, that it's time for now. And guess what? Legally, they are adults. They are adults and they can make adult decisions. So I'm not saying take your hands totally off of them, but stay with them, being as involved as you can. Go to homecoming, go to a game or two, just to don't embarrass them though. I know my daughter, we went to homecoming. The parade started at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And went there, called her about 30 minutes before. I said, look, we're on campus. Well, where are you? And she was asleep. So we caught up with her later. We had a good time. But I really look forward to those days when we would go to homecoming with her. We'll go to the parade, we'll go to the game, and we'll go out to eat later, and then we'll spend the night on a Sunday leave morning. We may go to breakfast or something like that. But keep in mind, she's at that point, she's made her own friends. She don't want to, hang out with mom and dad or the parents so much, and that's fine. It's just a gathering of the families just to enjoy that moment. So here again, real quick, have an honest conversation about the college goals of your child going to college. Go to the website and look at the academic calendar. It's very important information on that document. Also, start gathering your very important documents, your ID, just to show identification of who you are, your official high school transcript. They may already have it, but if they lose it, you have a copy right then and there, and the immunizations. Also, I want to add this. I'm going to do something separate for students who have accommodations, but I want to put this here too, that if your child has had accommodations and would like to continue this in the college setting, they should have on record copies of their IEP or any accommodations they use in high school. That way, and I would go into this further, what we look for is, can we reasonably offer these accommodations? In most cases, yes. but in some cases, it's just many little discussions. So really, there are four things, important documents you need: an ID, official ID, transcript, IEP or 504 documentation, and immunizations. And then the fourth one is talk about money. How are we going to do this? You know, do you have enough money saved? You have money that you have access to through your job, or if you're in the military, you want to use that access. Um, or that privilege is really a privilege. Just talk about money, and if need be, let's talk about getting a job, a little part-time job. You work on weekends after class or something like that. It happens all the time. People do that, and it looks good on the resume that while you were in school, you were able to balance going to school and also taking your classes and going to having a part-time job. And then finally, parents, it's time to register for the school's parent portal. There should be on the a parent portal on the website. Go take a look, and they will. You'll get a lot of information you probably didn't know about the university, and some resources that you can contact. All right, guys, that is it. That's all I want to do today. I will be back in another week next Sunday and talk to you about the second week so we can get this thing rocking and rolling. If you got any questions, send it to my email, and that is coachedsolutions@gmail.com. Again, coachedsolutions@gmail.com. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day.